I'm Terry. We're going to talk about the Mixolydian scale today. We're going to learn about its construction and how to use it. What I've done is I've made a little jam track on my BR1180 Boss recorder. You might be familiar with that. It's an 8-track digital recorder. And I've made a little funk jam in C that we're going to use to work out with a Mixolydian scale and try to get some insights on how to use that scale. And we'll see what happens. Our construction of this Mixolydian scale is going to be built around the idea of looking at a C major scale and then flatting the 7. Now, a lot of guys will tell you that a C Mixolydian scale is the F major scale starting on C, which is true. But you do want to think about it like a C major scale with a flatted 7, because the melodies that you would make would be built around C being note number 1, or being the root of the key that you're in, or the chord that you're playing over. So while it is true it is an F major scale starting on C, it's safer and really in the long term more logical to think of it as a C major scale with a flatted 7. I know that you feel, or you can feel, that gosh, I've got a lot of things to remember and how am I going to keep all this stuff straight? But trust me, in time, as you're playing and using these things all the time, these kind of things just become second nature. Now, in our building of this, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the C, the E, the G, and the B flat. Those are the 4 tones that would make up an arpeggio of a C7 chord. And you'll find that while we're playing our little funk jam here, which is a C7 chord, that the 1, the 3, the 5, and the flat 7 sound the best most of the time. And as we add notes to it, we'll be adding the D, we'll be adding the A, we'll be adding the F. Those notes, when you land on them, typically in this particular scenario, always have that feeling of, I need to go to another note. And what's happening is, let's say you're playing an F, it always feels like you should be going to a G or going to an E. That's just part of that creating tension and releasing it kind of idea. So we're starting with the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7, and then adding the notes as we go to finish out the entire Mixolydian scale. Okay, here's a little tab of where we're going to start in our analysis of the Mixolydian mode. And if you want to have a copy of this tab, I've got a PDF I'll be glad to send to you if you want to contact me. I've got several lessons. In fact, I think all of the lessons that I have, I should have tab for. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at a C Mixolydian scale, but we're going to break it down into the C7 arpeggio to start with. And if you notice right here, I've got the tab number 10 on the D string, and that is a C note. And it's going to go C, E, G, and B flat. And I have labeled these guys as the root, the 3, the 5, and the flat 7. And, you know, my pointer is a whammy bar. But anyway, we're going to just look at those 4 notes first, and then we're going to add another root to the top. I think I might have scooted that over a little bit. Let's see. So there's my root at the top, and we're going to start there with our scale. Okay, I hope my mix is good. I'm playing my Stratocaster through the BR1180 recorder and then just through my stereo. So it's not as good as an amplifier, but it's certainly functional for what we're doing, I think. Okay, so the first section of that page that we looked at, I have my C note right here. There's C, then E, then G. Now if I play that C bar chord we all know and love, well, that's those 3 notes out of that chord. And then to get the flat 7, I'm just reaching over here to fret number 11. and getting that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the next C, which is, oops, I'm going to add the next C, which is this note right here. So I'll have. So I'm going to turn the track on and jam a little bit here. Okay, so here's my funk jam, and here's a little Mixolydian arpeggio to start with. So now we're going to add this note here.